I'd never been to Oklahoma before I came here for the site visit, and I was just so moved by the landscape, and that was the inspiration for the piece. So I've got to say, in a way, it was kind of fortunate, I think, that I hadn't been here before. I came with no preconceptions, and so everything was new. So all of the finalists, I believe there were 4 of them, came here for a site visit. The convention center was under construction, but it was in very early stages. So what we had architectural drawings, and I think we had a 3D model. And we were really given the opportunity to site the piece in the large atrium or the smaller atrium, and I really thought it was important to site it in both. But I've got to say that typically, because a lot of our work is competition-based, typically it takes me a long time to come up with a concept. This concept, I knew on my flight home what I wanted to do. Now it took all of the 2 months that we had between the site tour and actually the proposal to figure out how to do it. But the concept was there from the very beginning. I knew I wanted to respond to this unbelievable landscape in the sky and the power of that, and to do a piece that connected the atriums from Scissortail Park and from the street, to see something that was dynamic and that brought that beautiful facade of the convention center together. In my initial research, I saw the connection to aviation in Oklahoma City and in the region, and I wanted to bring that into the piece. So I had always wanted to work with titanium because it's a beautiful material. And I had done some explorations in the colors, the rich colors that you can get from anodized titanium. So that was part of the presentation, that this would be a combination of a light piece, and then we would have these titanium elements. And the titanium elements would be within the palette of the sky, and in the finished piece you can see that it goes from kind of a deeper blue with some violet in it, all the way down to a silvery light blue at the bottom, and it washes across horizontally as well. It was a challenge to hold on to it, because when you really get into putting the piece together, titanium is quite expensive. And every fabricator I go to, they say, well, if you move to aluminum, we could really, bang this out for you. But we were able to hold on to the titanium. And I'm so glad we did. I mean, it's just so beautiful. And each piece, you can see, has a variety of color in it. So it's not a flat color like an anodized aluminum. It actually, every piece might have, depending upon the way the light grabs, you might see 6 or 7 different colors within it. Well, if they're coming in from the street, they'll get a glimpse of it. So at night, it will be something you'll really see the animation. During the day, it will be legible, but very subtly. So you'll see a little bit of a light pattern and some titanium. But when you come in the doors and you look up, it's like an immersive experience, right? So you're coming into the space and up the escalator in either of the atriums, and you'll feel it surround you. As you move back from a distance, you'll be able to put the pixels together in a way and understand the movement of the piece and the color of the piece and how it changes over time. And we've also, we're in the process of developing an augmented reality app. And so when people come here, or even if they're not in this space, they can go to that app. It'll be free and available, and maybe there'll be a link on the city website to it. And they'll get the background story on the data that's coming in, and information about the piece and the evolution of the piece, and the people that helped to realize the piece.